Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Hello if you are new. Welcome to the Good Vibe Tribe. My name is Andrea Johnson. I'm a Reiki Master Teacher, Energy Worker, Psychic Worker, Spiritual Lifestyle Content Maker. So with that being said, let's dive into today's topic of the video. So today is a two-part video. If you haven't seen my video on Chakras 101, go watch that first before you watch this one because I'm building on top of a foundation that I'm laying here. So everything that I'm going to say today, it will make more sense if you watch that video first. In Chakra 102, I'm going to go over the healing aspects of the chakras. So I'm going to touch on each one on different kinds of tools that you can use for healing them or balancing out your energetic system. The healing mechanisms that I'm going to go over in this video are going to be different types of color, foods, sounds, and mantras because they're kind of the same thing. Crystals, oils, and just some fun tips that I've learned along the way that I might want to share with you guys. So with that being said, let's start at chakra number 1, which is the root. The root chakra has everything to do with our foundation, right guys? So this also means grounding. So when we think of the root chakra, we're going to think of grounding mechanisms. The color for the root though is the color red. If you want to work in your root, I would wear, red colors or red jewelry, anything of that nature. The color red will be what helps bring in that vibration for the root chakra. Types of food associated with this chakra that you can use for balancing out is very grounding foods. So if you think of things like animal proteins, because they are basically the closest thing to like living flesh, right? So proteins will really ground you down. They will really anchor you into your body, and that's what you're really looking for with the root. It's trying to connect your energy to the physical body and to the earth. So things that are very warm and savory, very heavy, maybe even some oils, things of that nature that will ground your energy. So you're thinking of things that can really calm your anxiety, make you feel that like warmth, nurturing feeling for your soul. And guys, when I go over foods, please keep in mind that I'm not talking about processed foods. I'm talking about whole, organic, nutritious foods for the body. So it's very grounding foods, and you can think of like root vegetables as this as well too if you're vegan, so it doesn't have to be just meat, but also any kind of red food. So you can really associate the color red with this chakra even in your foods. So it all has a vibrational meaning. The sound associated with this, or frequency, if you want to think of it like that, is the sound lam. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, so don't get me wrong, or don't, come at me if I am not pronunciating this right. But if you want to really work in your root, and when I say work in your chakras, meaning to bring forth a frequency of that chakra to balance yourself out, or healing per se, you can chant the word Lam. You can also say mantras such as I am safe, I am fully supported, I am connected and grounded to Mother Earth, I surrender to a power higher than that of my own. So those are all very root chakra healing mantras or words that you can say that will help connect you back to your body, back to the earth, really calm your anxiety, get that fear out of the way, right? So some crystals that you can use for working in your root are one of my favorites, hematite. I love it, love it. I will carry that in my purse, in my pocket, and I will hold it when I feel that I am ungrounded, and it just reminds me to bring my conscious awareness back to my body. You can also use crystals such as red jasper. So you can wear these stones, you can carry them with you, you can hold them, you can meditate with them, place them on your body, on your root chakra. So all of those things will help to balance out your energy. Yoga poses that you can do for the root chakra are going to be very grounding poses. So things like warrior 1, warrior 2, chair pose, things that have to do with the hips per se. So that is really where the energy is around, is like the hips and the lower extremities. So things that really really open up your hips and really tap into that emotional center there to help release the pent-up energy or even lower back poses. And just some extra tips with the root chakra. If you want to work in it, I would just focus on grounding. So really connecting your energy to the earth. Get out in nature, take your shoes off and like go walk out in the yard, put your feet in like bare dirt, honestly, surround your home with plants, things of that nature. Really connect you to Mother Earth and to just nature, feeling love and supported and being present in the moment. So on to chakra number 2, which is the sacral chakra. So it is the chakra of emotions and relationships. So this chakra correlates with the color orange. So if you wear any kind of orange clothing, so foods that are associated with this chakra are all liquids, because this chakra is the emotional chakra. Basically, like if you're an empathic person, it's where you will hold a lot of that energy. So liquids are very fluid, just like emotions. So it's all kinds of liquids. So water would be preferred, but juices are actually very cleansing as well too. The sound or frequency associated with this chakra is VAM. So VAM. So you can chant that and to bring forth that frequency. So some mantras associated with this, you can say like, I am connected to my sexuality. I am confident in my sexuality. You can say, I have a right to my joy and my creativity. I radiate passion and creativity. I am in touch with my feelings. It is my birthright to receive pleasure. So those are all mantras that you can use. So some crystals that you can use for the sacral are moonstone, carcelian, amber, orange tourmaline, and sunstone. So some oils associated with the sacral are sandalwood, lemon, and lang lang, YLANG. So some yoga that can help strengthen this chakra are anything that has to strengthen the core, so your ab muscles. So you can think of like child's pose, happy baby, downward dog, those things like that will help strengthen the sacral chakra. Some other things that can help this is dance. So dancing is one of my favorite things to do for the sacral. So it really like helps strengthen the sexuality, just the movement of the hips and the fluidity. It really powers up that sacral sexuality and the creativity. So dance is a very healing thing for the sacral chakra. You can also try things like journaling, because it will help really get in touch with your emotions. So journaling is something that can help release some pent-up emotions, and also doing things of where you feel creative. So things like painting, or like me, videos and editing with YouTube, whatever like lights your creative passion, your fire, that can be very healing for the sacral. So on to chakra number 3, which is the solar plexus chakra, and the last of the human chakras. So the solar plexus has everything to do with our confidence, our willpower, and the relationship we hold with ourselves. Color of this chakra is yellow. Foods associated with it are everything starches and all yellow foods. This is also to note that this is where our metabolism is at. So it's really the fire of our body. So if you think of it, solar plexus has everything to do with our digestion. So this is where food gets converted into energy to our body. So the sound associated with this chakra is RAM, RAM. So you can chant that to bring in that frequency to help power it up. Some other things that I've learned to help power it up is you can do like this finger lock hold. I've learned that in my psychic development courses, that if you hold this finger lock, you can actually strengthen the solar plexus. You can also take your index finger and put it on your belly button and then breathe in and out with the intention of powering up your solar plexus. And that will help also bring in energy to your body, kind of give you like this little jolt of life force energy. So some mantras you can use for the solar plexus is I love and respect myself. I set healthy boundaries. I love and accept myself for who I am in this very moment. I appreciate my strengths and I feel my power. I am worthy. So those are some things that you can say to really help bring in that confidence, that willpower, that standing in your truth, the faith that you have within yourself. So some crystals with the solar plexus are like citrine, that's one of my favorite, tiger's eye, and yellow jasper. The oils associated with this chakra are lavender, lemon, rosemary, and rosewood. Some yoga poses that you can do for the solar are cat's pose, cow pose, things to just really like strengthen that core. You can do sun salutation. So some other tips that you can use for their solar plexus is to power it up. Try to do things like outside of your comfort zone. Really push yourself to, achieve goals, set goals for yourself and stick to them. Those will be things that really like power up that personal power, that willpower. It is a strength that needs to be practiced and developed for the human. So on to my favorite chakra, which is chakra number 4, which is the heart chakra. This has the color green, and it has the food associated with all vegetables and all green foods. Frequency or the sound associated with this chakra is Yam, Y-A-M. So you can chant that over and over if you want to bring forth an energy to power up the heart chakra. So mantras associated with this, you can say that I am love and compassion, or I am compassionate. I am choosing to love myself and be kind to myself and passionate to myself. I am loved and I am lovable. I give and receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. So some crystals associated with this chakra that you can use are rose quartz, jade, emerald, green calcite, and tourmaline. Oils are rose and lavender. Yoga poses associated with this chakra are anything that opens up the chest. So you can think of like back bends, camel pose, things like that. Anything that really gets your heart open. So some additional tips with the heart chakra: you can do anything in which you show yourself love. So maybe that's buying yourself some roses. Maybe that is doing some rituals with the intent of self-love, and also practicing forgiveness of yourself and other people. On to chakra number 5, which is the throat chakra. So this is the chakra of speaking our truth and following divine will. So this chakra is associated with the color blue, and the food associated with it is fruit or any kind of blue food. The sound with this chakra is Ham, H-A-M. So you can chant that over and over if you want to work in this chakra. So some mantras associated with this chakra, you could say that I speak my truth clearly. I live an honest and holistic life. My voice matters. I express myself authentically. I find creative ways to express myself creatively. I express myself clearly and openly. So crystals associated with this chakra are lapis lazuli, which is my favorite, turquoise, aquamarine, and iodolite. Oils associated with this chakra are rosemary, frankincense, and chamomile. Yoga poses with this chakra are anything that's going to really open up your throat. So you can think of back bends, bridge, or like the triangle pose. So some things that you can do to also work in this chakra are like chanting or like repeating things out loud. So really warming up your voice. Reading out loud. You can also drink soothing teas for the throat like peppermint. So on to the 6th chakra, which is probably everyone's favorite chakra, which is the third eye. So located in between the brows. The third eye is associated with sensing the non-physical, so basically your sixth sense. The color associated with this chakra is indigo or purple. Foods associated with this chakra are purple foods and honestly fasting. The higher we get up, the lighter the foods are getting. So no foods really is in the higher chakras. The sound associated with this chakra is Om, so O-M. So some mantras associated with this chakras are I see only the truth, I think clearly, I quiet my mind with ease, I trust my inner compass, I trust my intuition, I trust. Crystals associated with this chakra: lapis lazuli, amethyst, fluorite, labradorite, which is my favorite, and what I am wearing currently. Oils are lavender and frankincense. Yoga is all poses that really get the blood flowing to the head. So like handstands, things like that. So some extra tips with this chakra is to remove fluoride from your diet. So anything that is like, you know, the toothpaste or products that you use, try to use more of a holistic one, because that really calcifies the pineal gland, but it can calcify your pineal gland, which is essentially where the third eye is housed. And you can set the intention to connect with your intuition. Also drink purified water. So last but not least, the crown chakra. So located right above the head, right here. The crown chakra is our connection point to cosmic consciousness, to spirit, whatever you want to call it. But its color is like an indigo white color. Food associated with this chakra is none, just fast. Sound associated with this chakra is none. So some mantras for this chakra is: I am connected to the divine. I am connected to a power higher than that of my own. So the crystals associated with this chakra are amethyst, clear quartz, selenite, labradorite, and moonstone. Some oils associated with this chakra are frankincense, peppermint, and sandalwood. Yoga poses associated with this are handstands. So once again, anything to get the blood running to the head. Also, another tip is to practice gratitude and just understand that you are always connected no matter what. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this chakras video. There's honestly a ton of information with these bad boys. So it's just trying to divide them up into videos that people will watch. So, but hopefully this gave you guys an idea of some things that you can do to work in your chakras. When you do these things, that whatever activity that you're doing, you set the intention that you're working in the specific chakra that you want. So it's very, very important to connect your intention to the action to create the energy for healing. So this is how this works, guys. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, give it a comment below. Tell me what you guys would like me to make for you next. If you have any questions with the chakras, please let me know. This is like my bread and butter. Some of my favorite books I will actually link below. Wheels of Life by Judah Sinode is where I basically learned my basics of the chakras a couple years ago. So I highly recommend reading that if this stuff interests you. But other than that, guys, I will catch you in the next video, and I'm sending you all of my light and all of my love. We'll see ya.